Ahoy everyone and welcome back once again to I Like Old Watches 2. A little while ago I took delivery of a vintage Seiko watch. Nothing new there, but when this one turned up I was quite surprised at the state it was in. The previous owner had clearly had a go at polishing the crystal, the case, the bracelet, and honestly it was like nothing else I'd ever seen before. It looked a little bit like a blancmange or a marshmallow. So I reached out to the folks at Fix My Watch because I'd heard that they've got someone now in-house that restores or refinishes watches basically. And this one was well beyond my capabilities. So yeah, I wanted to see if they're up to the challenge and I sent them the watch, and in this video I'm going to show you the before and the after. Let me know what you think. So we're now looking at some footage I took of the watch when it arrived, and I know what you're thinking. How did I not know that this watch was in this sort of condition before I bid on it? Well, the pictures weren't that clear, and I love this particular vintage Seiko, this King Quartz with this sort of paper dial. I love this K shape. It's just a fantastic watch, and yeah, they don't come up too often, and this one's got the bracelet as well, so I think I probably just rushed into bidding, and yeah, I only really realised what I'd bid on when it arrived. And as you can see, all the corners are very, very rounded. The crystal is really, really wobbly. I mean, it's just a mess, isn't it? The bezel looks so soft. It's just the corners. There's no corners on it. Yeah, the surfaces aren't flat. The light play on it is really, really bad. It just looks dreadful. I don't think I was ever going to be able to salvage this, and yeah, I wasn't even prepared to give it a go, to be honest. So yeah, I sent it off to Omar at Fix My Watch, and he got his guy on it, and I have to say, I think they've done a pretty good job. If you look at the before and after pictures side by side, I'll put some pictures up side by side, but yeah, let me just quickly show you the watch as it is now. This is how it's come back from Fix My Watch, and they did explain to me that the previous owner had clearly removed so much steel they were unlikely to be able to get it back to a sort of factory finish, because if they were to try and get all those corners super duper crisp, they'd have to remove so much steel that the case would look really out of proportion. It wouldn't match up with the bracelet at all, and yeah, it would just be not a sensible idea. So they did say they would do the very best they could, and I think they've done a pretty good job, actually. The surfaces seem flat enough, and they're beautifully bright, I have to say. Their polishing looks really, really good. The crystal is nice and flat. Yes, the corners, they're not, you know, completely crisp and sharp and how they would have been when this watch came out of the factory, but I think they've salvaged this watch and made it, yeah, quite appealing. The brushing on the bracelet's really, really nice. I mean, when you look at the buckle before and after, the difference is night and day, isn't it? It's unbelievable. And yeah, I'm thrilled with the results, I have to say. It's actually better than I was expecting. They warned me that it wasn't going to be, you know, as it was when it was new. And yeah, it isn't, but it's still pretty good, isn't it, compared to how it was? Wow, wow, wow. Look, I'm no master when it comes to refinishing steel, but yeah, the previous person that had a go at this watch, I don't know how they could have looked at it and thought, yeah, that's looking pretty good now. Anyway, it's looking good now. It really is. So thank you to the folks at Fix My Watch for salvaging this, yeah, watch and bracelet. It's now looking pretty good, isn't it?